you guys. Hello, Curios. Welcome to the Curio Storyteller, where weirdos reread books from our childhood. We're gonna put Oreo Junior Dream back there. Sorry, y'all. Through a adult psychological lens, but we add a little cosplay of the characters within. So today we are reading Sinclair Smith Dream Date. And I want to start you guys off with a question. A little different today. Switch it up. So the question of the day is, have you guys ever, do you know what it looks like when someone is starting to wake up from a toxic relationship? Because Katie is starting to do it today, y'all. Yes, honey. Okay. Yeah. So we're going to start with a quick recap because this book is kind of long, but it's deep. So we got Katie. She's 17. She's new at school. She's lonely. She's wished herself up a dream man in her dreams named Heath. And Heath is not a dream because Heath is crazy, deranged, controlling, jealous, and he's messing up her whole real life because she got a real life boyfriend named Jason who we love, and she got friends and stuff. He's starting to mess with her school and everything. So let's keep going on this journey of a toxic relationship with a big old crazy lunatic Dusty, and let's see where it takes us. Y'all ready? You ready, Scott?
I'm ready.
Okay, y'all, here we go. Chapter 21. Katie didn't bother going back to class. She didn't want to face anyone who had seen her falling asleep in class or heard Mr. Preston ask her if she had been taking drugs or drinking. Child, please. Has anyone else ever been embarrassed in class like that where the teacher just takes it too far? It's so humiliating. Better just go home, she thought. Later, alone in her room, she sat in her dressing table, staring blankly into the mirror. In it, she saw the face of a girl who was thinner than Katie remembered. Is anybody else wondering if Katie is taking a little Ozempic? Because girl, that's a lot of the girls are thinner than what they used to be too. But they taking some GLP-1s. Who stared back at her with wide, frightened eyes full of feverish brilliance. That's the look I got in my eyes. It was as if she was staring at the face of someone she thought she ought to know, but wasn't sure she remembered. Suddenly, the room grew hotter. Hotter, hotter, hotter. Perspiration rolled in huge droplets from Katie's forehead. She was just about to get up and open a window when the reflection in the mirror changed. Okay. The driplets that trickled down her face were no longer perspiration. They were like candle drippings. Katie's face was melting. Flesh rolled from her skull like huge blobs of hot wax, landing on the dressing table. Is this a dream? Is this a dream? Plop, plop. As Katie watched in a trance, the flesh continued to flow until an entire side of her skull was exposed. Girl, are you okay, honey?
Okay.
You need to go to the emergency room. The horrified eyes stared out of the bony socket. Plop, plop. It wasn't long before Katie's skull stared back at her from the mirror. The teeth seemed to grin at her. Girl, maybe you are on drugs. Katie was so terrified that her hair was standing away from her face. The hideous version of the fleshless skull in a fright wig would have been horrible to behold, even in a movie. But it inspired unknown terrors as Katie realized it was a reflection of herself. And then horribly, Katie watched as masses of cockroaches poured from the grinning, lipless skull. Then she heard the laughter. Heath's reflection was in the mirror. He was standing behind her. So this is a Heath to do. And also with them roaches coming out her face, does that remind anyone of the movie Cats where the roaches had human faces? I feel like it's the reverse. This is like cats. Yeah. Do you like this game? It's called illusion. The reflection of the revolting cockroach infested skull quickly vanished, and Katie's own frightened face stared back at her from the glass. Girl, have you ever seen the movie Cats? Because you would have already been prepared for this, honey, with them roaches with them human faces. It's crazy. Who else has seen the movie Cats? Put it in the comment section. It was crazy. Katie whirled around to face Heath. She was sick with revulsion. Want to play another one? Katie shook her head with the little energy she had left. No, she breathed. Was it possible that I thought Heath couldn't do anything worse? That Heath had shown all the terrors he had to offer? Not so. Don't be a party pooper. Do you get the message, Katie? Don't make me mad. As Katie ran towards the bathroom, she could hear Heath's laughter echoing in her ears. Hanging onto the sink, she bent over the toilet bowl and threw up until she was too dizzy to stand. Girl, that might be why you so skinny. Then the blackness started closing in all around the edges of her vision, and then there was only emptiness. Katie didn't know how long she remained on the bathroom floor. When she woke up, the smell of sickness hung in the air and the house was quiet. She pulled herself into a sitting position back up against the shower stall. She looked at the clock on the counter beside the sink. Impossible. She had been home for only 10 minutes. After sitting on the floor for an hour, Katie got up and brushed her teeth twice, followed by an extra long mouthwash rinse. Then she walked back into her room. The visions were so real. What did Heath call his game? Illusion? Katie hoped they wouldn't be playing it again, but she knew they probably would. One thing was for certain. Heath was getting stronger. And that was not all. He was getting meaner. Chapter 22. Oh my, oh my, oh my. A wave of dark exhaustion washed over Katie, commanding her to sleep again after only a few blessed moments of wakeful relief. She was swept into the dream once more, so swiftly that the sharp taste of toothpaste and mouthwash still lingered in her lips. Girl, you didn't think to bring a weapon? Like, you ain't think to bring no nunchucks or nothing? Because I would have brought something with me besides mouthwash and toothpaste. Did you enjoy my little game? Heath was grinning from ear to ear. Incredible, wasn't it? That I've ever had the illusion that you were charming is what's incredible, Katie thought, as she listened to him gloating over the terror he had caused her. About as charming as a vulture. And you thought I was just a figment of your imagination. Well, whoa, girl. It looks like your imagination has run wild. Heath laughed. Unaliving rattle crackle, Katie thought. We don't have to play illusion anymore if you start keeping your end of the bargain. You promised to be my special girl. Isn't that what we agreed when we started meeting like this? Heath looked at her pointedly. My special girl? Katie cringed. What a revolting idea. Girl, you was down with it before. You was all the way down, Katie. What's he up to? She wondered. I said I'd help you find yourself, and I did. Just look at how you change, how you look, all the friends you have. Oh, please, Heath. Even my parents never gave me the famous after all I've done for you speech. Without me, Katie, you be nothing. You ain't bad. You ain't nothing. Sorry. Went into the beat it video. Sorry.
That's bad.
Oh, sorry. I went into the bad video. Sorry. Wait, where was I? Sorry. Nothing more than a plain, quiet, timid girl you were before. Is that true, Heath? Or have you made it up to intimidate me all along? I've asked myself that question over and over again, and the answer seems to be no. Okay? Y'all got this? Y'all listening? Y'all got y'all ear up to the speaker? Cause Katie waking up here. You don't seem to be the kind of person who want to help me or help anybody. You said you'd help me, and I fell for the power of suggestion. Y'all look that up so y'all can see what that is, so y'all don't fall for that foolishness. But I'm the one who took it from there. No, Heath. The truth is that without me, you be nothing. That's right, Katie. Ooh,
Oh, wow.
ooh, Katie. Okay, if you believe in yourself, just believe in yourself. That's right, Katie. Believe in yourself, girl. I just can't figure out how to get rid of you. How did you repay me? Because he's still going on and on in the background, child. This is why she should have brought up some nunchucks. How did you repay me? By going with another guy. Then you tried to trick me with that love letter business of yours. The sight of he strutting around as he spoke self righteously about honesty was almost too much for Katie. In spite of her fear, it was an effort to keep from laughing. He was warming up to his role as the wronged victim. Question for y'all out there. You too, Scott.
Mhm.
Y'all think this man might be a little narcissistic?
Maybe a little.
Just not too much though. Just a dash. You deliberately do something without checking with me to see if I might get hurt. I had to go back and get that better. His face twisted. You have no idea of the pain it. He looked aware that he let something slip. He broke off suddenly, knitting his eyebrows together, and ran his hand over his mouth. I don't know why he ran his hand over his mouth, but whatever. Katie pounced on his last sentence eagerly. Tell me what kind of things could hurt you, and I'll be careful not to do them. I'll be careful not to do them one at a time. I'll do them all together. Hope you enjoy it. Hope it blasts you out of my life. Okay, Katie got that backbone. Come on, Katie. Get that backbone, girl. He spat on the ground. Yeah, wouldn't that be nice if I made sure to let you know about everything that can hurt me? You'd be real careful. He shoved his hands deep into his pockets. You better start keeping your end of the bargain and quit playing tricks because they for kids. I made up a part. Y'all can guess which part. Or something unpleasant might happen. Might happen? Katie wanted to shout, might happen? Haven't plenty of unpleasant things already happened? You don't want to wake up one morning and find you've been walking in your sleep and done something terrible. Maybe gone down to the kitchen and gotten a knife out of the drawer, a big knife, Maybe going after the dog or going back upstairs and into your parents' room. Is that a threat, sir? That's what I would have asked. What would y'all have asked? Put it in the comment section. I would have been like, is that a threat? Because next time I'm gonna make sure I come with a big knife from the kitchen into this dream, though. Period. Like, he making me mad. Sorry. I'm sorry. But he making me mad, threatening this little girl. Anyway, let me gather myself and get back into this book. The horror of what he just suggested brought Katie up short so fast that she even forgot to breathe for a moment. Then she gasped. What kind of psychopathic monster talks about unaliving your whole family in the same tone they used to say, please pass the peas? You just watch yourself, Katie. I don't like being jerked around, he said as a parting shot. Then he was gone. That's it.
Wow.
Y'all know how we end these things here. What, if not the whole thing, stood out to you guys? Put it in the comment section. Scott, what stood out to you about these two chapters in Heath?
Well, it's about time, or it's good to see Katie's finally starting to stand up to him and stand up for herself.
Yeah. She's starting to think like this ain't right. And that's the beginning part. That's the beginning parts.
Yeah.
The only thing I have is pay attention to that escalation in this book, but also in your real life. The book kind of is like a simulation for real life. So you hear crazy stories. It kind of is like an immunization. Like, oh, I've seen Darvo before. Is this happening to me? So pay attention to the escalation. Your friends, your family, you, whoever, pay attention. That's what I got. Did you have anything else, Scott?
That was all I had.
Okay, guys. Well, we're going to end it here. Let me get Oreo Jr. As always, guys, it is always super, super fun hanging out with you guys. And hopefully you guys feel the same about us. Hopefully you enjoy hanging out with us. If you could just make sure you like, share, subscribe, check out some other videos, live shorts, all that fun stuff. Of course, me channel is Sue channel. Make yourself at home over here on this channel. This is for the weirdos, the curios, and anyone who wants to join us and have a good time. And with that, we're going to bid you guys adieu. We'll be back next week, of course, on Friday. So with that, from wherever we are, even when we sitting in the mirror trying to figure out if we are on GLP-1s or not, to wherever you guys are, peace, love, and happiness. And we'll see you guys next week, Friday. I might slip a chapter or two in here during the week. But anyway, we'll see you guys later. Bye, y'all.
Bye.